One of my favorite steps is
the one that he can't talk about because he's so left-brained is step number 3.
Deborah is teaching me very well.
All right, which is make room for the magic. So we started off with step 1, paint your passionate picture, the big vision. 2, activate your vision, start taking action. And then 3, make room for the magic. Now what does that mean? I will tell you. This has been the hardest step for me because this is actually, pardon the expression, it's the faith step. No wonder he has problems with it, right? But no, seriously. In fact, I was on this TV show and I was talking about the 7 steps of massive abundance. And I went through 1 and then I went through 2. I couldn't remember 3. Well, that's because I have a block to it. I have spent my whole life, I've done a lot of things, I've made a lot of things happen, but I haven't really had the faith to truly believe things would happen. Well, so what happens then is it makes the manifestation of what I've wanted so much longer to actually happen. So you've got your vision, you've got your way you're going about it, you're starting to take the action steps, and then nothing happens. Nothing happens. Well, what happens? Then we start feeling it was such a stupid idea. Who do I think I am? Who do I think I am that I could be Martha? Who do I think I am? This is where the step of faith comes in. We have a client who's been in a relationship with her boyfriend for about 5 years, and they've just had a very, very difficult time. So they're starting to get support. They're going to marriage, couples counseling, and they've really had a rough time. They've just had a very rough time, and they're really trying to see if they can make it work because it's been so hard. But slowly but surely, they are going, they're changing, they both want it to really work, and they are taking the time, and little by little, the magic is happening. So it really is key. And we've got some key points in here about some action steps about how you can go ahead and really wait for that magic. You don't stop doing what you're doing, but to continue to build the faith and the belief that this is yours to have.
And I think that's the most important point of this step is the belief. It's acting as if you already have this in your life. It's really, truly believing that you're deserving of it. And you should have this in your life. I think that's a real big thing. A perfect example is money. When it comes to money, you know, we can all want $1 million in our bank account, but some people have issues. We have self-limiting beliefs, and I think that if you have a self-limiting belief in any area, you could say you want $1 million, but if you're thinking to yourself and you're believing to yourself that you aren't worthy of that $1 million, or I can't be better than my parents or my friends, then guess what? You're not going to get the $1 million in your bank account. So it's all about the belief, and it's taken me so long for me to understand this from Deborah.
Well, it's very, very true. It really is very true. And however, one thing that you do is what Chris does is he really focuses on what is going to take place today and doesn't worry about tomorrow. Of course, he's got the big picture and he's taking steps, but ultimately, you do this very well, is you just focus on, here's what we're going to do today, and that's that. And I'm like, well, what about tomorrow? You know, maybe, and I spend all this time projecting in the future, and it's like the old power of now. Totally focus on today. Focus on what you're going to do today. Have the faith and the trust. It is yours to have, because if it were not given to you through your internal mechanism toward those little voices that come in your mind and say, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Then it wouldn't be there for you. So make room for the magic. That is step 3.